Hello guys. In this video tutorial, I will brief you about the HTML form. So the HTML form element is basically used to create an HTML form for user input. The form element is like a container for different type of input elements such as text, field, checkboxes, radio buttons, submit button, checkbox, and the text field can be of various data type like number, password, time, color, etc. uh, the HTML input element is mostly used for the form element. So you can see here the input form. This is MDN HTML form attributes. So you can see we have different types of input. We have button, checkbox, color, date, time, email, file, image, month, number, password, radio, range, reset, search, submit, text, time, URL, week. So a lot of attributes are given, input attributes. So you can search here a lot of input types. So let's start on designing uh, form. This is the HTML form. This is HTML page. So we have HTML opening and closing tag. Then we have head, and the title is introduction to forms. And then we have body. So inside body you have to use the form tag, form opening tag and closing tag, and inside this form you will create the form. So let's start. The first tag we will use is input. So remember that the basic purpose of form is to take input from the user. So input can be the number, the text, the color, date, password, email, etc. as I stated. So input and then labeling for the input will be covered in form lecture. So input, and then you have to write the input type. So for example, I write the input type is text, simple text. So this will create one input. So if we go here and refresh, so this is a text field for input, text field with the type text uh, in this form is created. So you can type your text. In similar way, we can create multiple inputs. For example, this one is number, this is date, time, this is color, this one is uh, password. We save it and we come to this form. So you can see the form is created with 4 input types. So this one is for the text and this one is for number. So the number shows these up and down arrows. This one is for the date time, and this is color. So you can select your color, and then laterally when we create the button, so when you press that submit button, so this color will be submitted. and the last one is password. So password will be type. So you can select from MDN input from input various input types. So you can select email and a lot of variable from here, input variables. So if I write here email, so you can do that. One more thing, I will explain you that if I want to show that for user, he does not know whether it is a text or it is a number or it is a date or it is a time or it's an email. So in order to show here, that will be not actual text but will be shown to user just for easiness. So we can write here placeholder. Placeholder is equal to username. So uh, this will show the username. Placeholder is equal to username. So if I come, so this one is for the username and this one is for number. Placeholder is equal to number, and this one is placeholder. This will be email. Understand? And this color, and this one is placeholder is equal to password. So you can see here. Now if you see this form, although the text fields for input data are here, but there is no label. There is no label. And second thing is that all the text field are in one line. Text input fields are in one line. So we can use div tag or paragraph, but here I will talk about paragraph as I have not discussed div yet. So using paragraph, we can show all of these in multiple as a multiple paragraph, or you can break the line. So if I use the break, so we can do it, but better will be that to show it as a paragraph. So this is paragraph 1 and this is paragraph 2, suppose. So if I refresh this page, so this will come to the second paragraph. In similar way, you write all the text input field in separate paragraph. Understood? E E if I refresh this page, so you can see all the text field are now showing in vertical way. Now we need to label, like here we need enter password, enter number, enter email, enter password, password, etc. So we have to create the labels. So suppose we want to create here label. So label, remember that the input does not have closing element tag, but label must have opening as well as closing tag. Understand? So I will write, please enter username. So I will refresh the browser. Please enter username. But if I press here, if I press here, so the cursor is not showing here. So this means this one is just a label, and that helps the user to understand that this field is for username. But the better option is, the best will be, better will be that if you click here, so it will, the cursor will be shown here. So this means we must have to connect label with the input type. Remember, we must have to connect this label with the input type. So what we will do, we will write here label for, means label for something. So for what, for this text field, for this text field. But this is the property of this text field. What is the name? So we have not put any name for the this input text. So we will write input id is equal to username. So remember that this username and this username is different. This is just for the user. This is the only the placeholder inside the text field that helps user to enter data, while this username is the actual name of this input. And remember that these two names should be same. If I write here, uh, remember that this name can be different from this username. So if I write, if I name username usr name, so this means that this usr name is the id for this input, and in label you must have to mention this usr name. And now you can see this and this is different, so this have no relationship with this label. So if I refresh it, so still when I press here, the cursor goes here. So this means these two are now connected. Now you can apply this property for rest of the attribute elements. So what you need to copy this label, and you just need to paste. For example, you paste it all over the form. So you must have to change the name. For example, nmb, I write nmb and nmb. Remember that not this is the type. Oh, sorry, we cannot change it, but input id is equal to nmb. Understand? So you will change it also, id is equal to for, this is for this is username, this is the enter your number, your number, enter email. So this is label, this is eml for example, and this is eml. Understand? So if we refresh here, so if we click, it will goes here. If we click, it will goes here. If we click, it will goes here. So this one but if we click here it goes here, so this means we have connected this to this is fourth attribute for color. So this is 1 2 3 4, so this means it will goes by default to the first attribute. So we must have to why it goes to the first attribute, because it is for the username. When username is here, so we write it is for the color, and input id is equal to color. Now it will be okay. We press, it goes to here. So similarly we can apply it for this password. So we will copy a label and we will paste for PASS, for example, id, input id is equal to PASS. Now these two are connected. So this was all about the form and the form input attributes. So in next lecture we will more talk about the form buttons and rest of the property.